Since time immemorial, people have always questioned the self. What makes a person human? What makes you, you? Great philosophers such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle were the first ones who sought to find answers to these mind-boggling questions. In our subject, Understanding the Self, we have learned the different selves in different perspectives. We have the psychological self, the social self, the Eastern self, the sexual self, the political self, and the spiritual self. First, we have the psychological self, which can be understood in two ways. The self as an object that can be observed, and the self as an agent doing the observing. This depends on how you look at yourself, which can affect your thought process and your actions. Then we have the social self, which states that the self cannot be understood in isolation. We need others to fully see ourselves, like how you can see yourself in the mirror, but not completely, because you cannot view your backside. We use other people to see ourselves as a socially constructed entity. We also talked about existentialism, which deals with the absurdity of freedom and choice. We are not really free because we are always forced to make a choice. But one can attain authentic freedom to either accept not to make a choice or to give up your freedom so others also will. The self in Western and Eastern thoughts were my favorite lesson. We watched this video with questions that test you whether your mind is Western or Eastern. Then they explained why. This just shows that geography plays a vital role in the makeup of the self. The sexual self talks about gender identity and sexuality. Additionally, this includes the intimacy you have with other people. And this doesn't always have to be romantic in a sense. We can also be intimate with our friends and with our family. Because intimacy is about being vulnerable, and there are only certain people we show that side of ourselves. That is intimacy. For the political self, we delved into the question of who is a Filipino, certain traits and characteristics that is exclusively Filipino, our culture, and our views on our country's current issues. And lastly, our spiritual self in a psychological viewpoint, which separates spirituality from religion. Spirituality refers to one's sense of purpose and meaning in life, which affects your relationships, values, and purpose in life. Knowing these things can give you a clear idea on where you want to go and the actions you need to take to get there. We are affected by different influences in our lives. We have the internal and the external sources, internal being the biological aspect of the self, the external being the environment. So I interviewed the people around me who have shaped me in one way or another to describe me that would hopefully help me in discovering who I really am.
Ikaw ay maaasahan.
Intriguing.
Creative na tao. Kasi makikita mo sa kanya yung passion niya.
Alala kita sa orientation, tapos sinubukan kitang kausapin, kaso isa lang yung sinabi mo sa aking word, tapos parang hindi mo na ako in-entertain or nag-start ng kwentuhan, gano'n. Tapos start na yung klase, na-realize ko na ikaw ay sobrang daldal at ang dami mong mga kwento at opinion na talagang kinatutuwa ko kasi nag-share ka din sa akin. Kapag may tayo, seat works or kaya group works, lagi kang sabi mo, ako na sa explanation or kaya ikaw mismo mag-initiate na gawin ko to. Tapos yan, sobrang natutuwa ako kasi sobrang sipag. Tapos more on ka din, on the eastern side na hilig ka rin sa anime, tsaka mga manga, gano'n.
Coming from a person with high grades, napaka-tamad mo. You're not living up to the name. You got like high grades. You got a special mention sa group ni Sir Bombita, the top 3. Lazy can make 50 to 300 words in 30 minutes. Are you sure?
Writer ka eh. Nakaka-amaze kasi hindi lahat ng tao kaya sumulat, hindi lahat ng tao ganun kalawak yung imagination para makagawa ng mga works mo or mga
Sabi ko dun sa hindi lahat na tao. Pagdating sa isa, parang sobrang gaan yun! Sobrang gaan sabihin.
I really admire how passionate you are sa sa gusto mo, sa craft na pinili mo. Iisipin natin hindi naman din in demand yung course na pinili mo, pero pinili mo siya kasi yun yung gusto mo.
Pero kapag nagdi-tiktok pa rin parang ang sarap pakinggan kasi parang alam mo yun, parang mapapaisip ka din sa buhay, sa universe. Parang meron ka quality na it's either very organized or bullshit. gusto mo Liza yung mga bagong words. Aywan ko. Kasi nung one time, diba, nag-uusap tayo, parang may bagong word, tapos ikaw, wow, gagamitin ko na to lagi. Paborito ko na to word na to.
Walking dictionary ka. Ikaw talaga yung sa klase na, Riza, anong English? Riza, pa-check nga anong grammar namin. Pwede hindi na.
Okay na ako dito. Kasi picture ba ito sa dulo?
You are a nerd.
So, how long have you known me?
Since grade 4, di ba? Grade 4?
Mm-mm.
Grade 4 ba yun? Hindi pa kita kilala. Hindi pa kita kaibigan nun.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11,
Since
12. 10 years?
Oh! Well, it's more like hindi mo titigilan kahit na like sa pag-aaral, hindi mo titigilan ng isang topic hanggang sa actually nakuha mo na siya. So, parang ganun. Kumbaga, persevering and hardworking. Hardworking.
Naalala mo pa ba yung first impression mo sa akin?
This is me. Tahimik. Dahil hindi ka nagsasalita nun. Grade 4, hindi ka nagsasalita. Mag-isa ka lang. Tapos biglang admirable.
Oo.
Model kita nun. Sa'yo ko binabasa yung mga actions ko nun. I miss you.
Parang advisor.
Ikaw ay isang taong may disiplina sa sarili.
Kilala ko buong buhay ko na strong-willed, everyday getting stronger. Parang advisor. Takbuhan sa problema, advisor kahit na way na natural teacher ka. Every conversation na meron tayo, may natututunan ako. Wherever you are, I'm home. Ay.
Ikaw ay mataba. Baka umiyak ako. Grabe. Ikaw ay isang batang may disiplina sa sarili. Kasi, alam mo, kailangan matulog ng maaga para magising ng maaga. Pagpasok sa school. Pag walang school yun, tanghali ka na natutulog. Hindi pala tanghali. Late ka nang matulog kasi alam mo wala kang pasok. Tapos, ikaw ay madali namang utusan. Madali namang utusan, lalo na pag may sweldo. Pag naiiwan ka naman mag-isa sa bahay, nagiging responsible ka naman na sister sa mga kapatid mo. Yun. Overall, alam mo, ang tama sa mali.
The main thing that I've noticed with the people I interviewed is that people see me differently, depending on the roles they play in my life, like how close we are and how long they've known me. There were some consistent descriptions of me that may mean that that is who I am in my very core. There were also times I was surprised because I didn't know that that's how they see me. Like when my best friend said that I'm her role model and I myself look up to her. or how my sister sees me as her advisor. So to answer the question, who am I? I think I used to view myself as an object or someone that is observed, which made me conscious of how other people see me. Every little comment always bothered me, and I take it to heart, so I always tried to act in a way that they expect me to. But I think that also stems from the fact that I have an Eastern thought, which values family relations. I follow what my parents say and do what is expected of me. This is why most people see me as a nerd, because I study so I can make my parents proud. But now, as I grow older, I'm trying to teach myself how to be independent, because it's not forever that you'll have your parents guide you in making decisions and knowing what to do with your life. So since I started reading novels, which was heavily influenced by my best friend Jewel, I fell in love with writing. And at first, I was kind of second guessing if I could make an actual career from that, because there was also the question of, will I earn money? Which is why I took ABM in senior high, which was 2 years of torture, but not entirely, because I did make new friends and happy memories. But it was hard to find motivation to study something that I was not passionate about. So after I graduated high school, I told myself to pursue what I love. My parents were supportive enough with my choice, which I am grateful for. So now I feel like I'm finally in my own element, even though there are times when times get rough. I still persevere because I truly believe writing is my calling. I want to make content that will inspire people and maybe I will be able to share life lessons I've learned myself. So that is who I am at the moment. I say at the moment because the only thing constant in life is change. I change, people change, seasons change. So I never really stop discovering who I am. So that is who I am at the moment. I say at the moment because the only thing constant in life is change. I change, people change, seasons change. So I never really stop discovering who I am. Who I am now may not be the same as who I am 5 or 10 years from now. People learn and people grow. And that, I think, is what makes life beautiful.